I'm not kidding. I used to make a joke that every time, well, it's not really a joke. Every time I would get a divorce, I would live at the Sunset Marquis, which was pretty often.
Billy Bob Thornton has decided to publicly disclose the reasons why he and Angelina Jolie split, nearly 20 years after their marriage went public. Despite his reputation for short flings, Billy Bob has never shied away from a serious relationship. His decision to end things with Angelina begs the question, why? Remember the whirlwind marriage between Billy Bob Thornton and Angelina Jolie? How did they meet and fall in love? Billy Bob Thornton and Angelina Jolie's shocking relationship.
I think this is my time because my family's healthy and I'm with the love of my life. That's why I'm a successful person.
You must be very relaxed here this afternoon. I mean, there's no tension from you, in a way. Or do you share the tension?
In 1999, while working together on the set of Pushing Tin, Billy Bob Thornton and Angelina Jolie began a surprising relationship. What surprised the public even more was that at that time, Billy Bob was engaged to Laura Dern. Laura Dern and Billy Bob Thornton began dating in 1997, shortly after Dern split from Jeff Goldblum. At the same time, Thornton was also completing her fourth divorce. After 2 years of dating, engaging, and planning a wedding, Thornton's surprise wedding to Angelina Jolie in Las Vegas left Dern shocked. Laura, who was busy with a filming schedule away from home, had no idea that her engagement had been called off. The shock came when she returned home and discovered that Billy Bob had not only ended their relationship but had also quickly married Angelina Jolie. Laura shared in an interview, "I left home to work on a movie, and when I came back, my boyfriend was married. I didn't get any explanation from him." This sudden change shocked Dern, making her unable to believe what was happening. Adding an interesting detail to the complicated love story of Laura Dern and Angelina Jolie is their connection from childhood. Laura Dern used to babysit Angelina when she was just 2 years old, while Laura was about 8 years old. This was a request from the parents of the two girls who were close friends. Bruce Dern, Laura's father, shared in an interview, "John Voight was a friend of mine, so I remember Laura babysitting Angelina one night when Angelina was 2 and Laura was about 8. John and I were shooting Coming Home, and they were staying at Hal Ashby's house, so they asked Laura to come over and babysit Angie." While this relationship is a distant memory, it further highlights the strange and complicated connection between the two women, who would later become an integral part of Billy Bob Thornton's love story. Billy Bob Thornton and Angelina Jolie married in 2000, but they divorced in 2003 after 3 years of marriage. The marriage ended when Jolie adopted their son Maddox from Cambodia in 2002. And then, rumors of Thornton's infidelity during his tour with his band surfaced. And you know, Billy Bob Thornton, before he got married to Angelina Jolie, he had 4 previous marriages. However, every marriage ends for a different reason. Billy Bob Thornton is known for his quest for lasting happiness. But why has he gone through so many marriages? Something's not true, right? The first 3 short-lived marriages. Billy Bob Thornton first married Melissa Lee Gatlin in 1978. They had a daughter named Amanda, born on June 30th, 1979. The marriage seems to have had a significant impact on Billy Bob's family, but specific information about their relationship remained scarce. After the divorce, Amanda lived with her mother and had little opportunity to maintain a close relationship with her father. A tragic turn in Amanda's life occurred in 2008 when she was sentenced to 20 years in prison for murdering her friend's newborn baby. After serving 12 years in prison, she was released in 2020. This period was a difficult time for Billy Bob, as he faced serious family rifts. In the mid-1980s, Billy Bob married Toni Lawrence. The marriage lasted from 1986 to 1988. Tony shared that Billy Bob was a talented man but was heavily affected by depression. Although the marriage ended quickly, Tony still respected Billy Bob for the profound lessons he shared about himself. Tony later married someone else and built a happy family. In the late 1980s, Billy Bob married actress Cinda Williams, who was famous for films such as Mo Better Blues and One False Move. However, Cinda quickly realized that the love between them was not strong enough to maintain a long-term relationship, let alone a marriage. After the divorce, Cinda found happiness with Roderick Plummer, whom she married in 2001. They had one child together and built a warm family. Meanwhile, Cinda continues to develop her acting and film production career, keeping her personal life quite private. One of his most high-profile relationships was his marriage to Playboy model Pietra Dawn Cherniak, which marked a dramatic chapter in his life. Fourth marriage and first accusation. Billy Bob Thornton married Pietra Dawn Cherniak, a Playboy model, in 1993. The couple had two sons, William, born the same year they married, and Harry, born in 1994. However, the marriage quickly fell into crisis and ended in 1997, when Pietra filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. Not only that, Pietra also accused Billy Bob of physically abusing her throughout their marriage. She claimed that these acts occurred not only in private, but also in front of their two young children, exacerbating the severity of the situation. Pietra sought a restraining order against Billy Bob after the divorce, arguing that she had no other choice but to protect herself and her children from his alleged constant threats and physical and emotional harm. According to Pietra, the relationship was not simply a failed marriage, but also a series of days of facing control and violence, leaving her feeling insecure and vulnerable. These traumatic experiences left a deep mark on her life. Although Pietra's allegations attracted attention, no specific evidence was widely released to prove the abusive behaviors she raised. However, these accusations highlighted a complex aspect of Billy Bob Thornton's personal life, raising many questions about his behavior in relationships. After the divorce, Pietra started her life over. She remarried and tried to build a new family, providing herself and her children with a safer, more stable environment. Despite her efforts to move on from the past, the pain from her marriage to Billy Bob remains vivid in Pietra's memory, becoming an indelible part of her life. After his divorce from Pietra Dawn Cherniak, Billy Bob Thornton continued to attract attention with his tumultuous personal life, most notably his high-profile marriage to Angelina Jolie. However, concerns about his erratic behavior and unstable relationships continued to haunt him for a long time. The Pietra incident was not the only event that left a mark on Billy Bob's personal life, but it was also one of the milestones that proved the complex series of relationships that shaped his life. However, both Billy Bob and Pietra went their separate ways after the challenges they had faced. Billy Bob focused on developing his acting career, continuing to affirm his name through memorable roles, while Pietra built a new family and sought peace after the events. Although they chose to part ways, Billy Bob and Pietra's relationship remains an inseparable part of both of their life histories. It not only reflects the personal struggles they have overcome, but also helps shape their future choices and journeys. These past events raise the question, what will Billy Bob Thornton's reason for divorcing Angelina Jolie be this time? Will it be the same as Pietra Dawn Cherniak once accused him of? However, when asked about the reason for the divorce, Thornton said he felt he wasn't good enough for Jolie, while Jolie said that the change in life dynamics after adopting Maddox made a big difference in their relationship. But fans were still not satisfied by this answer. It seems like something is wrong here. Now let's take a look back at their relationship full of strange things. Once crazy relationship. When Billy Bob Thornton and Angelina Jolie first met, they both felt an immediate attraction. Billy Bob, known for his outgoing and humorous personality, saw Angelina as a very special woman, different from anyone he had ever dated. Angelina, on the other hand, said she felt a deep connection with Billy Bob, who she said understood her in a way that no one else could. Their relationship developed very quickly and strongly, and just a few months after they started dating, in 2000, they decided to get married. The couple attracted public attention, and their marriage quickly became one of the most famous in Hollywood at the time. Angelina did not hesitate to express her appreciation for the special qualities that their marriage possessed. She calls their relationship a blood contract, which evokes the image of a grand ceremony, a special commitment to their lives together. Both are unique and unconventional, willing to express their relationship in ways that are different from other Hollywood couples. To maintain a sense of connection, especially when they are physically apart, Billy Bob and Angelina both wear necklaces containing drops of each other's blood. Although the media has hyped the story, claiming that they wear vials of blood, Billy Bob explains that it is simply a symbolic gesture to show their devotion and love.
Well, he said he was afraid he was beginning to seem distant, and he's not a distant person at all. But for somebody who's one of our most famous actors and who won the Academy Award for directing the very first time out with Ordinary People, he simply leads a very independent life.
This relationship, with its strange and unconventional elements, reflects the unique personalities of both, who are willing to express their relationship openly, unlike traditional Hollywood couples. The relationship between Billy Bob Thornton and Angelina Jolie is unique and has its moments, but it is also challenging. They both act in very different ways, share many fun moments, and sometimes engage in quirky actions that go beyond what one might imagine a relationship to be. While their relationship is full of fun and humor, it's not without its difficult moments. For example, they've discussed death together and even chosen their burial site, a topic that many people might find heavy and dark, but for them is an important part of the special connection they share. They're not afraid to show their love in very personal ways, including wearing necklaces filled with each other's blood, an act that, while seemingly strange, is a symbolic gesture of devotion and commitment. And now, the most important part. What was the real reason for their divorce? Was it because of the age gap? I think not. The real reason for divorce.
You know, it's always nice when you're really proud of somebody. You're always rooting for them. But you know, either way, we're going home happy. So.
Through the interview above, I can confirm that the above reason is impossible. So what is the real reason here? Angelina Jolie, after adopting her son Maddox from Cambodia, began to change her views on family life and motherhood. She decided to become a single mother, a strong decision that demonstrated her independence and autonomy. Angelina shared that, at that time, raising children alone was something she felt was necessary, not only to avoid interference from others, but also to build a private space for herself and her children. She did not want her relationship to be governed by expectations from society or family, and she believed that she could be the best mother without having to maintain an unhappy marriage. Indeed, this was a bold and independent choice, demonstrating her strength in facing the challenges that family life can bring. Billy Bob Thornton, meanwhile, despite his love for Angelina and his commitment to his family, did not easily fit into traditional expectations of the role of a father or husband. With his outspoken and unpredictable personality, Billy Bob was not someone who easily conformed to social norms about family. Despite his efforts to create a happy family, he admitted that his personality was not entirely compatible with Angelina's lifestyle. He loved her, but could not meet the demands and expectations that Angelina placed on family life. The difference in their views on relationships was another important factor that led to their separation. While Angelina wanted stability without too much involvement from her partner, Billy Bob sought a clear commitment and stability in the relationship. Angelina's strong independence made it difficult for Billy Bob to meet her needs. This conflict created more and more distance in their relationship. And although they had happy moments, the difference in life goals and perspectives eventually led to the couple's separation in 2003. After the separation, Billy Bob felt a great loss. In later interviews, he shared that their relationship, although very difficult, still had beautiful and memorable moments. In an interview with Rolling Stone magazine in 2004, Billy Bob said that even though they were no longer together, he still thought of Angelina with respect and good memories. He admitted that although their marriage was somewhat strange, it still left a deep mark on him, and he could not forget the memorable memories they had together. After the split, Billy Bob began a new relationship with Connie Angland, a technician who worked on the set of Bad Santa in 2003. But how did the marriage continue? The new relationship with Connie Angland. Their relationship was quite private and less public than the relationship with Angelina. Connie Angland had a completely different lifestyle. She rarely appeared in public and always kept a private life. This was a marked difference from the public and sometimes troubled life that Billy Bob experienced with Angelina. The peace and privacy of the relationship with Connie helped Billy Bob find stability, and the couple maintained a long-term relationship without noise and little public disturbance. This relationship was seen as part of the stable life that Billy Bob had long sought after the turmoil of his previous marriage. In 2014, after 11 years of dating, Billy Bob Thornton and Connie Angland held a private wedding at their home in Los Angeles. This late marriage marked a significant turning point in Billy Bob's life. After the tumultuous years with Angelina Jolie, he seemed to have found stability and peace in his relationship with Connie. One of the main reasons Billy Bob feels happy in this marriage is the unconditional support from Connie, who has always stood by him through all the circumstances. He shared that when he is with Connie, he feels happy and comfortable, and this relationship allows him to find a peace that he has never had before. The difference in the new marriage. Billy Bob admitted that living in a quiet family space helped him regain the sense of peace that he previously felt lacking. This also shows that family life is an important factor that helps him overcome the difficulties of the past, especially after his stormy marriage with Angelina. He also affirmed that in this relationship he does not feel any pressure to live a public life or participate in social events, something he could not have in his relationship with Angelina. One of the obvious differences between Connie and Angelina is their lifestyle. While Angelina is a famous star with a noisy life and is constantly followed by the media, Connie is the complete opposite. She always chooses a private life and rarely appears in public. This is an important factor that helps Billy Bob feel comfortable and find stability in his personal life. Although his marriage to Angelina ended, stories about the relationship continued to attract media attention. After the split, many rumors emerged, some of which were exaggerated and spread through the media, especially from newspapers such as the National Enquirer. These articles describe Billy Bob as having a hot temper and being easily agitated, which caused tension in his relationship with Angelina. Some rumors even suggested that their relationship was affected by Billy Bob's mental health problems. However, these allegations have never been officially confirmed and may have been exaggerated. However, these stories have not affected Billy Bob and Connie's current relationship too much. Billy Bob has found peace in love and family after his past failures. Connie doesn't feel the need to express himself through public events or seek media attention, which helps him build a stable and happy life with his small family. Additionally, during the time Billy Bob Thornton and Angelina Jolie dated, there were many rumors surrounding their relationship, especially allegations that Billy Bob mentally abused Angelina. Rumors surrounding Angelina Jolie. According to some media sources at the time, Billy Bob was described as hot-tempered and prone to anger, which created a tense atmosphere in their relationship. These stories claim that he had put a lot of psychological pressure on Angelina, making her feel uncomfortable during the time they lived together. However, Angelina Jolie has never publicly confirmed this rumors. In many interviews, she affirmed that the reason for the breakup was not because of violence or any negative behavior from Billy Bob. According to Angelina, the breakup was mainly due to differences in life views and goals. She admitted that they were no longer compatible in terms of family and career, and although they both loved each other very much, those differences made the relationship impossible to continue. To quell rumors of abuse, Billy Bob Thornton gave an interview in 2003 in which he denied any allegations of violence, whether physical or emotional. He said that the stories reported by the media were exaggerated and did not reflect the reality of their relationship. According to Billy Bob, the actions they took together, such as wearing necklaces filled with each other's blood, were not strange or alarming, but were simply symbolic gestures of love and commitment. Despite this, Billy Bob also admitted that their relationship could not continue, partly due to differences in life goals and changes in their emotions. He explained that, although they loved each other very much, the emotional changes and irreconcilable conflicts led to the decision to separate. This shows that, although there were issues in their relationship, not all of them involved violence or negative behavior from Billy Bob. Contrary to rumors of violence, there is no evidence that Billy Bob Thornton ever physically abused Angelina Jolie. Many stories about their relationship have been exaggerated or misinterpreted by the media. These details are unconfirmed and may have been fabricated or exaggerated. While Angelina Jolie has shared some details about her relationship with Billy Bob, she has never made any allegations of physical or emotional abuse during their marriage. She has always maintained that the reason for their separation was a change in their feelings and life goals. She has also never confirmed rumors of abuse or violence in her relationship with Billy Bob. As for Angelina Jolie, she is currently living a rather diverse life, combining family, humanitarian work, and creative projects. Is she affected by her past relationship? Let's see. Jolie's life after divorce. In 2024, Angelina Jolie's life continues to be successful both professionally and personally. She is an icon in the film industry, not only famous for her roles, but also as a producer and director. One of Jolie's recent achievements is her role as co-producer of the musical The Outsiders, which she and her daughter Vivian worked on. The musical won the Tony Award for Best New Musical at the 2024 ceremony. Apart from her career, Jolie is currently focusing on her family. She is very proud of her children and spends a lot of time with them. She has 6 children, including adopted children and biological children, and often shows a deep interest in their activities. Daughter Vivian, one of Jolie's children, contributed to the production of the musical with her mother. Apart from work and family, Angelina Jolie continues to participate in humanitarian activities. She was a special ambassador for the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees and has been tirelessly dedicated to women's rights and environmental protection issues. After completing film projects such as Without Blood in 2024, Jolie has not only affirmed her creative career, but also become an influential person in the international community. It can be seen that Jolie is currently living a fairly harmonious life, passionate about work and taking care of her family while continuing to contribute to major issues in society. And now, it's time to hear from you. What do you think about the end of Billy Bob Thornton and Angelina Jolie's relationship? Do you have any secrets about why they broke up? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. We would love to hear from you. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more interesting updates.